Most of you, I'm sure, that don't know me, so let me introduce myself. This is going to be my first video. My name is Elena. I am a Pokemon player based in Spain, specifically in Madrid, and I have been playing Pokemon for more than 10 years now, which really makes me very old. But please don't tell me. I have recently joined the Sobble squad, and I am going to be bringing videos as this one. I hope that you are as excited as I am. I really hope that we can share a lot of moments together, and of course, if you have any comments, any feedback, I am very interested in seeing what you all have to say and how you can help me grow and become a better player and a better person. Oh, one thing that you need to know about me is that I am very distracted and I have an issue knowing the names of the Pokemons. So if I say something that does not make sense, or if I name a Pokemon that is not even there on the board, just don't, yeah, people who know me know that I cannot get names right. And with that being said, let's jump into the first video, which is going to be featuring Palkia and different water attackers for different situations. So let's get into this. So guys, this is the deck that I had prepared for you today, but before diving into it, I just want to quickly remind you that if you want to get some physical cards or sealed products, you can go to Atlas Collectibles, Atlas Collectibles. So guys, this is the deck that I have prepared for you, but before diving into it, I just want to remind you very quickly that if you need to get some physical cards or sealed products, you can go to Atlas Collectibles and use our promo codes, which is TSS12. You have everything in the description down below, and of course, if then what you're looking for are digital copies of this card, you can do the same. Go to PTCGO store and use our promo code, and you can get the codes and the cards that you need at a very cheap price. Having said that, let's take a look at this Palkia TOOLBOX deck. I have decided to name it Palkia TOOLBOX deck because really a TOOLBOX deck is a strategy that has a lot of different options to beat whatever it finds in the metagame. And you are going to see exactly how this works in a second. The core of everything is Palkia VSTAR. You probably all know what Palkia does by now, because it had been dominating the format since it came out on summer, I think it was. Palkia VSTAR is not only a great attacker that deals a lot of damage depending on the number of benched Pokemon, both yours and your opponent, but it also has an amazing VSTAR power that lets you accelerate energies from the discard pile onto any Pokemon on your field, any water Pokemon on your field. That has to be clarified. The list that you're seeing right now recently topped in the, I think it was Stuttgart Regionals, and I like it so much because first of all, Palkia is one of my favorite legendaries. Please let me know if you are Team Palkia or Team Dialga. And second, because it has answers against many things that are currently in the top places or in the higher places of the ladder. Palkia is going to be our main attacker, probably in some situations, and the one to be used to power up others. Then, what other attackers are we running? Well, we run Eiscue, which can use Block Phase and completely stop decks like Regigigas that only run basic Pokemon, of course, but it can also be very useful against Lost Zone decks because in the first moments of the game, all they have to attack with is Cramorant, and Eiscue completely blocks them. Then we have Articuno, 2 copies of this Articuno from the latest set, and I think this is an incredible addition because of Wild Freeze. So Wild Freeze deals 70 damage and paralyzes the opponent. And this is huge because not every deck has an answer to retreat a Pokemon without doing it manually. And second, because to me, this is one of the best counters that we have against Lugia. Palkia cannot beat Lugia. It is impossible. Lugia is just more consistent, is more aggressive, and can KO it without even knowing it. So the idea against Lugia is that once they promote the big Lugia with all the energies, you then counter it with Articuno and start paralyzing it continuously. And you can even get to a point where Articuno kills a VSTAR. How? It's true that if you attack 3 times with Wild Freeze, Articuno will KO itself, but that's where these amazing tech cards, comes in, which is Emergency Jelly. If you attach it to Articuno before it attacks a second time, it will basically recover all its HP. And this is amazing because this is the typical bull card that no one really pays attention to until someone discovers that it has a very interesting use in the metagame. So, you know, pair Articuno with the jelly and keep attacking and attacking and attacking until you KO something. Then, you of course need to run Sobbles and, well, the complete Inteleon line, because this is what is going to give you the resources that you need throughout the game. Also, don't forget that these Inteleon are not only searchers, but they can also be amazing attackers. This Inteleon with Aqua Bullet, and this other one, it's true, the Rapid Strike one is not going to attack very often, but it can, and you run it here because of quick shooting and because you want to be able to reach numbers and also to get rid of opposing Manaphys so that you can use Greninja. By the way, Greninja is also here, it will let you draw cards, and it also has an amazing attack that can easily get rid of many of the starting Pokemons that we have right now. The other V-Star Pokemon that is here just because of Mew is Drapion, because benching it and promoting it to the active position can completely get rid of a Mewtwo of a Mew VMAX in the... I told you that I don't know the names. Of a Mew VMAX in the active spot. And then the rest of the deck, I think it's pure consistency. We run a lot of balls to find whatever we need. We run some recycling cards like Ordinary Road and Palpet, and some switching cards like Boss's Orders and Serena, which is a new addition for this game, from this latest set. For Iridas, which is the engine of our strategy, and maybe what might catch your attention is Raihan. We run 2 full copies because think that most of our attackers require at least 2 energies to attack. So if one of them falls, we need to replenish it. We need to recycle it as soon as possible. So I think that the best explanation, or the best way to explain how this works, is to actually see it in action. So I am very excited because now we are going to go into the ladder and find some games. Okay, so let's see how Palkia performs and let's see what we go against. My opponent is calling the coin flip, so we won. I think I actually want to start first, because even if I know that I probably... Yeah, I mean, I never know. Maybe I should go second to set up. Maybe I need to go second to set up. Maybe, considering that I only ran 1 Battle VIP Pass. So, considering that we are most likely going against Lost Box here, I am going to discard Serena, which won't be that useful, I imagine. I might want the Radiant Greninja here. I think this that I'm doing is a bit risky, because ideally I want another Sobble and Palkia. Okay, but this is better, this is much better now. I'm probably going to be using Irida next turn, so I need another Sobble, that's for sure. And then I can pass the turn onto my opponent. What's going to happen here is that we are going to be KO'd by Cramorant, which is a pain. Yeah. Oh, okay, so this is Giratina. Well, still not bad. That means that probably Cramorant turn 1 is going to be slightly more difficult for him. And we need to be especially cautious with the escape ropes that he uses. Giratina decks only run 2 escape ropes at the most. It's true that they run different switching cards, so Articuno might be not the attacker to go here. Let's see. Now I really missed having discarded Serena and Boss's Orders, but let's see what happens here. And also, let's see the amount of cards that he's able to send to the Lost One. Okay, so Luminous Sign for him to get Colrex Experiment. Okay, fine. It's clear that this is the supporter that you need to go for when you're playing a Lost Zone based deck, so that will allow him to see 5 cards, keep 3 and send 2 to the Lost Zone, which by the way, it reminds me very much to one card that was there when I started playing. Okay, so So in this situation, Greninja is going to be promoted. Mainly because I want to preserve as many Sobbles as I can. And secondly, because that's it, haha. My Greninja cannot be KO'd by Cramorant. So now what we are going to do is, before using Irida, we are going to use Greninja's ability, which is good, okay? So now what it's clear that we need to do is we want to go ahead and we want to get the KO on this Double Comfy. So in order to do that, what we need is to get this and probably this. Yes. So we are going to get 2 energies from the deck. Perfect. Then we are going to evolve 1 Sobble into Drizzile. I need to grab something that will allow me to discard my energy from the hand. In this case it will be a Quick Ball. Okay, fair enough. I will discard an energy. I will get... what should I get here? What should I get here? Well, I was going to go for another Palkia, but Palkia is not even available, so let's just go for another Sobble. Let's evolve the Palkia here, and then what I need to do is I will use Palkia VSTAR's ability. I will power up my Greninja. Yes, so all 3 energies will go to Radiant Greninja, and then the energy for the turn, I think it's going to go here to Palkia because that's probably going to be my next attacker, and then I get the KO here. Now I am in a good position, mainly because I have been able to get 2 prizes pretty early, and now he might be not out of chances, but it will make it slightly more difficult for him to get the cards that he needs. Mainly, well, I mean, he doesn't have that many Comfies anymore, so that might prevent him from using Mirage Gate. 4 cards in the discard pile so far, okay, which is okay-ish. And then let's see what our play is going to be here. The problem is that I am going to be probably forced to promote... So you know what? You can get a Sobble if you want. I don't mind you killing my Sobble. So he had benched 1 Comfy. He's going to use Flower Selecting, let me check. Flower Selecting, why do I keep saying Flower Picking? Well, at least I am getting the names right this time. Giratina, VSTAR, Evolving, okay, then switch. So probably Cramorant is going to attack us here. Okay, fine. Fine. Now, the question is... the problem is I should have probably checked better my discard pile to see what I had, but I think I'm going to just promote Palkia here. It's not the best thing, but it's not that bad. So what we are going to do, we'll go ahead, we'll play Irida, and we are going to get ourselves one of these. Going to be very useful next time, and then probably Scoop Up Net. Do we want a Scoop Up Net? Because they will get me 2 supporters, and I need, yes, so let's do the following, because I'm not sure if I really need to go for 1 pricer attackers here. It's true that at some point I will need to use the right hand in order to attack, but so let's do this for the time being. So I'm going to bench 1 Palkia here. I am going to go for Inteleon. So Inteleon is actually going to give me 1 of these, and will probably give me... This is all I feel it. Oh, the feels. I feel like I am playing Palkia all over again, which is amazing. Going for Capacious Bucket here again, because do I want to use Greninja? Maybe I don't. I'm going to try to keep it, I feel. So okay, this has already been played. Then I'm going to I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to go for another Sobble. That way I have my bench full, and now I'm going to put this here, and I'm sorry that I'm not explaining everything that I'm doing. It's just that I don't want to spend a lot of time doing it, also considering the fact that, well, as you guys know, it's a bit difficult to explain and to play at the same time sometimes. If you haven't tried it out, do it. You'll see what I mean. And I'll probably get an ordinary road here. Yeah, I'm in a pretty good position, pretty good and stable position. Let's get this one. Yeah, I can basically grab myself whatever I need. So sub spells will. Now my idea is to try to kill Giratina in the next turn with a combination of Inteleon and Choice, and leave that Giratina very, very damaged. If not, the other possibility would be to go ahead and attack with Radiant Greninja and hit the Giratina that will attack me. At some point I think that we are going to be needing to get back our supporters, especially because I am out of casting effects, so no Boss's Orders, no Serena anymore. But let's see what my opponent does here. I think it was a really good movement from our side to KO the Comfy, and we see, which is interesting, a manual energy attachment onto Lumineon, which is going to allow him to use another Scoop Up Net. I think it's one of the last ones. No, he only used one. Okay, and get Comfy. Again, if in this type of deck, you prevent them from using 2 or 3 Comfies every turn, there is a higher chance that they are not going to be able to hit you hard. Okay, so he uses... That's a bit scary. He had Colrex Experiments, he has Mirage Gate, so that means that he's going to find a way to retreat Comfy and to attack us with Giratina. Okay, so our plan here is going to be promote Greninja. We are going to promote Greninja. We are going to use again Greninja's attack, recycle the Raihan, and deal damage to this Comfy and to the Giratina V-STAR. I think that's what we need to do. Now, well, it depends if we can get the KO on Giratina. It depends on the amount of Pokemon that he has, of course. If he uses... I'm not sure if he really should have benched that Greninja. We'll see. We can chill. Also, if I am speaking too fast, it's because this is my 3rd coffee of the day. Okay, amazing. So we are in the best position, in the best possible position. What we are going to do is... So, let me do some quick maths. So Giratina has 280. I need to count in Spanish. So 6, 60, 8, 100, 13, 14, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we are doing 240. So that means that let's see if I can do everything that I need correctly. Because first of all, I need to do this, and this needs to grab one Rare Candy, I think, and one Rare Candy and one Palpet. Then I can evolve. Yeah, so I think I'm fine as long as I have all the pieces, which it seems that I do. So let's go for this now. Let's put back some Gastin cards back into my deck. I then will search Lysandro, maybe. Well, yeah, probably Lysandro is fine. With this, or Serena, just because Boss's Orders has more flexibility than Serena does. So let's go for Serena, maybe? I don't know if Serena is the way in which, how you pronounce it. So I will use the second one, promote the fully charged Giratina, attach this here, and then I can go ahead, use this, and I am going to manually attach the energy here, and I need to use quick shooting ability, and if I had done my homework, then I should be able to KO this little friend. In fact, I'm going to get 1 energy back from the discard pile, because I want to have my options, and I want to be able to use Greninja. In fact, I'm going to use Greninja right now. I want to draw into something that I can use. Let's see what it's on my prices. Well, I should actually draw something that I can use. Manaphy is probably not going to be needed. Well, let's attack. And we get the KO, which is amazing. Can't complain. Right hand here would be ideal. Okay, I can't complain about right hand. I can't complain about right hand. I can't complain about right hand. It is true that maybe the Scoop Up Net would have been slightly better, but if he doesn't bench a Manaphy, I have already won, because I can fully attack with my Greninja. Yay! Like Palkia all along. It really, yeah, I've been playing Palkia for many months, and I am very happy to play Palkia again. I should play this to the next tournament. I should totally bring Palkia to the next tournament. Our opponent uses another Mirage, which is fine. Roxanne might be dangerous for us. Roxanne might be very dangerous, but he's already used 1 Luminion, so he would have to manually draw into it. He will have to manually draw into Roxanne, and if Roxanne is a thing, I will just promote, I don't know, maybe an Inteleon and use the effect. Let's see what happens. He has how many cards in the Lost Zone? Okay, so well, once he attacks, he's going to be able to use the V-Star from Giratina. Colrex Experiment, no Roxanne. So if I am not mistaken, and unless something happens like a wild Manaphy appearing, that means that we have already won the game, which I can't complain at all. So lost impact for 280. Okay. And now I'm just going to go ahead. Well, in fact, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to end with a style. Going to promote Greninja, and then I'm going to use right hand here to put 1 energy and take whatever, because whatever I do, I'm going to be able to just attack for the game, because Comfy is still out there. So Moonlight Shuriken, I will target Comfy, and I will target whatever, Luminion, and with that I am able to secure the victory. So it was a nice game. The only thing is that we didn't get to see the rest of the Warn Pricer attackers that we run in the deck, so it was pretty much like a very old Palkia versus Giratina style game. But yeah, that was a pretty nice one. Let's go and play a second one. Okay, so guys, second game. Let's see what we play against this time and who wins the coin flip. This time I'm going to try. I'm going to go second, I think. Should I go second? I think that this deck wants to go second for the setup, but still I'm going to go first. But I'm quite sure that this deck wants to go second just for the setup. You know, to use Sobble and all of that. Which, by the way, it's the Pokemon I opened with, so I'll just start with Sobble. And the hand was not that good. Honestly, I don't think it would have mattered that much if I started second. So, as I said, the hand is not that good. So I'm going to play down another Sobble. I somehow want to accelerate somehow. But I will, you know what, I'm going to put 1 energy here and I will pass the turn. I don't think he can attack. He can KO both of my Sobbles. The reason why I'm doing that is because if this Sobble does not get KO, I can attack with Inteleon, which is in my hand, the second turn. But this seems to be like a lost box deck. So, ooh, okay, Kyogre. So this is like an amazing rare kind of deck. Now I am really crossing my fingers here because if he attacks me with what's the name of the card? Cramorant, I am done. If he does not attack me with Cramorant, I have an opportunity. But I didn't really start very well. So let's see, Comfy. I don't think he runs many Radiant Pokemon. Yeah, nah. Ordinary Rod goes to the discard. Not to the discard, to the Lost Zone. Another Comfy's Bench, and thanks God. Okay, let's first use the Heavy Ball to see if there is something out there that I want to grab. Do I want to grab the Drapion at all? I actually don't want to grab the Drapion, you know? And I don't want to grab the Drapion just in case he plays another Echoing Horn or something, or... Anyways, let's do what I want to do, which is I will Drizzile, and then Drizzile is going to evolve. Well, I'm betting that I have the Rare Candy here, and I do have the Rare Candy, so I'm going to go for Irida. Irida is going to give me the Rare Candy. What is it? Here. And what else do I want? I do want to get rid of this Manaphy and set up a Greninja. So I will go for this too. Yep, that sounds like a plan. I'm going to evolve this. Then this will allow me to grab 2 cards, one of which is going to be, of course, a Capacious Bucket, and the other one is probably going to be, well, I have the net here, which is fine. So the next one will probably be an evolution in Sense, I would imagine, for the next turn. So I'm going to use the Capacious Bucket. I could have grabbed maybe a basic Pokemon to have more Inteleons in hand, but well. So I will use Radiant Greninja. Let's discard some cards. Now this is very useful. This is exactly what I was looking for. So I think it's kind of fine that way. Yeah, I think that I should have grabbed another Level Ball instead of an evolution in Sense. But let's see if I can draw out of these. Can he actually get the Revenge KO on my... I don't know if he can get the Revenge KO. Nah, let's use this. Yeah, because I do really want to have an Irida next turn. Okay, so Aqua Bullet, not going to matter because Manaphy is still there. Let's get a card, which is probably going to be the Drapion. No, an energy. Okay, not bad. At some point I will need to find a Palkia, or just because I want to accelerate energies. So another Colrix experiment here. He has already used one Ordinary Road. I might want to KO the Manaphy. Considering that he's going to have, technically, he will have some issues finding a way to replenish Manaphy. So let's see. Another Ordinary Road. Now I am going to kill Manaphy for sure. I don't think he runs that many recycling options. You cannot run 3 or 4 Super Roads without sacrificing consistency. And he sends some energy cards to the Lost Zone, another Comfy. If he wants to KO this Inteleon, he needs to use a Snorlax, which, I mean, okay, that's something that he can do. So, if you want to get a prize, you can take the Greninja with you. I don't mind. I have the Ordinary Road in hand, so I could potentially recycle Greninja. He's getting rid of many useful, resourceful cards, like double Ordinary Road and 1 Mirage Gate. So I wonder if he's not finding any attackers that he can use. Okay, there is Sableye. Ooh, Sableye is a problem. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10 cards. The amount, perfect amount for him to use Sableye. So who is he going to target? Maybe the Sobble? that's a pity because I cannot go for... Yep, okay. Too many damage counters. Too many damage counters. Let's use concealed cards. Serena, that is not useful at all at this time. So let's see, what do I want to do here? I need to... I'm in a difficult situation, honestly. I'm in a really difficult situation because I might need to use Serena after all. I might need to use Serena because the problem is I need to KO the Sableye and then this dies because he's going to kill it with Cramorant. So yeah, I think I might just do this. So I'm going to promote this, place this here. I'm going to go for some recycling here. I don't want to give him more energies, and I think what I'm going to do is just discard my entire hand. Well, not my entire hand, but you know, I will discard. I'm going to discard actually all these three. No! Wait! What? Wait! No! Oh! I misclicked. I wanted to discard two more, but it didn't allow me to. Ah. I must have misclicked. Well, okay, this kind of saves it somehow. But no, I really wanted to. Ah, that's terrible. Okay, anyways. Irida is good. Irida is good. I didn't want to keep the Battle VIP Pass and the Stadium. I didn't want to keep them. But it's fine. But it's fine. Okay, so now he's going to attack with another of these. I wonder how many Super Roads he ran. Well, not Super Road. That's Ordinary Road, right? Okay, capture energy. The only good thing is that I will be able to attack with Palkia. That's the only good thing here. And then I will have the choice to go for Boss's Orders. This is actually a very tricky matchup because of Sableye and the fact that he will leave me without Inteleons. That's what this deck does. It attacks the engines of other decks. Okay, so there goes Cramorant. There goes Cramorant, and with Manaphy in the equation, I am forced to attack with Palkia here, which is a pity, but that's what I need to do. Whew, a lot of Cramorants. I don't know how I'm going to win this one. I don't know how I'm going to win this one, guys. Especially when Manaphy's out there. Yeah. So let's promote this. Okay, let's evolve into Palkia. I really want to Roxanne him, but I can't. I really want to Roxanne him, but I can't. So, maybe my route to victory here, if there is one, maybe what I need to do is to power up Greninja and KO the Manaphy. Yeah, that might be something that I could do. Let's do that. Yeah, let's KO the Manaphy. I'm going to bench these, and then that's it. I'm going to subspace well, because maybe Greninja can pull it for us. My Drapion, whatever. Amazing, beautiful prize card, exactly what I needed. There was this misclick from the Serena that I made, but well, you know how things go. Okay, a quick ball. He might have another Manaphy. I might have just gone ahead and attack Sableye. If he wants, I think that he can get the Manaphy if he really wants it, right? Or I can... No, maybe Greninja is better. He's going to hit me with Cramorant. Okay, maybe I will really regret this, but I think that Manaphy is the right choice here. I feel that Manaphy is the right choice. Also, if he KOs my Manaphy, I can use Greninja next turn. No, I cannot use Greninja. I was thinking that I had the right hand in hand, which I don't. Okay, Sableye, and he's going to put some damage counters out there. Let's see what he selects. There is a Snorlax. Snorlax is a menace. I wonder how many. So one Mirage is there. How many energies though this deck ran? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 energies. So he must only have like 5 or so in the deck. Oof, if only I could find Roxanne. That would be amazing. Okay, so Sableye, where? I suspect that he's not going to be targeting down the Manaphy. He's going to ignore it. Okay, yep, he ignored it. That's good. Okay, so now I'm going to get rid of the Battle VIP Pass. I'm going to go for a Sobble. That's what I need. I need to get a Sobble and hope that he does not have yet another Sableye. I'm going to go for Irida. And then Irida is going to give me... What is Irida going to give me? I want to retreat that Manaphy. So I'll probably get these and these. Yeah, and hope that he does not have another Sableye. I know that's not the best thing ever, but I feel that's what I need to do right now. So let's do this. Let's get the Manaphy. I'm going to place this down just in case something very wild happens, and let's attack. Okay, so I am only 2 prices down. Let's see. Another Irida, okay. Now, can I hope that he does not have another Sableye? Can I hope that he does not have another Sableye and another energy? Will that be that much? How many Sableyes do these decks run? Can they work with Kyogre, with Rayquaza, with Snorlax, and with Sableyes? Can they? I mean, they can, but how feasible is that? And I am trying to hold the stadium because, of course, I don't want to give him free resources. Okay. I'm thinking that maybe I should have not benched the 2 Sobbles, but I don't know. Maybe this was very risky. I am really betting it all on his list not running more Sableyes and him not having enough recycling power. I'm just betting on it. And just betting on it. So Air Balloon, another Comfy, okay. Battle VIP Pass, which of course he doesn't need right now. And he surrenders, okay. Whew, that was an intense game. I didn't really know if we were going to win that one. Okay, I think it was a really interesting game. I really hope that you were able to see more or less the dynamic of the deck. We didn't get to use Articuno that much, but it was clear that Palkia is still strong, is still relevant in the meta game, and that this deck has a lot of options. You can attack with Inteleons, you can attack with Articuno, you can attack with Eiscue, or however you call this penguin thing, and of course with Palkia. So it was an interesting matchup. In the end, my opponent, I think, sent all the cards that he needed to the Lost Zone. Those two rods were his. I think it's what made him lost. What made him lose. And I am sorry, because if you notice that I am starting to speak weirdly, it's because it's very late already for me. I've been working the full day and there is a point in the day where I start to lose my English and also my capacity to speak Spanish even. So anyways, I really hope that you enjoy this first video, that you can hit the like button, and that you can tell me in the comment section what you thought of this element, if there is something that you will change, and any feedback to help me grow will of course be appreciated. And now I'm going to leave you with some announcements from our sponsors. Thank you so much for being here with us, and see you soon.
The Shuffle Squad is proudly sponsored by Atlas Collectibles, the best place to buy any trading card game product online. Visit atlastcg.com, and at the checkout screen, make sure to use code TSS12 to save an unbeatable 12% off your entire order. Atlas Collectibles will ship your product anywhere in the world, so make sure you're taking advantage of the 12% savings with TSS12. And if Pokemon is not your thing, don't worry. Go to atlastcg.com and see all the other amazing trading card game products they have there to offer.
The Shuffle Squad is partnered with PTCGO Store to provide our community with the best access to Pokemon TCG codes. They have codes available 24/7, instant email delivery, and you can save 5% off by using code TSS5. If you're a YouTube member or Patreon supporter, you'll have access to a special code that gets you 10% off. So what are you waiting for? Use code TSS5 today and save 5% on your next order of codes on any codes available at ptcgostore.com.
Pokéx Word, the best place to get your fill of Pokemon-inspired puzzles. New puzzles are posted every day, and they recently launched a new Guess That Pokemon puzzle, which is a ton of fun to play. Go check them out at PokéXWord.com, and be sure to follow them on Twitter for your chance to win a ton of PTCGO codes every month.
Check out the Late Night Series Season 6, brought to you by myself, Zach Lesage, and the Shuffle Squad. We're going to be running a bunch of sick events for the Pokemon community, and they start on August 30th. So one thing you might be noticing here is that there's an EU time and an NA time. We have one at 12 p.m. Eastern, which works out to about 5 p.m. in London, and then we have one at 7 p.m. Eastern, which should help out a lot of players on the West Coast play in this event. That being said, we still have a lot of cool things going on. Expect similar prizing that we've had for other Late Night Series events. Expect better staffing, expect better tournament experiences, and of course we do have a stream going up for this season as well, and I will be streaming the event on Twitch. That being said, we have the whole season up on the Play Limitless website. Late Night 51 all the way through 70 runs until we hit the Invitational on November 5th. So check that out, sign up today, and support Zach Lesage Events and the Shuffle Squad. See you there.